Hi there. My name is João and I'm applying to IE's Master in Finance. The reason why I'm making this video is to answer the question, show us an activity that you enjoy doing and tell us how it contributes to your personal and professional development. Well, the activity I'm going to talk about is traveling. And more specifically than traveling, I mean traveling with CISV. Now you're probably wondering, what on earth is CISV? Well, CISV is an international NGO that was created in 1950 by Doris Allen with the goal of inspiring and educating action towards a more just and peaceful world. Doris Allen believed that one of the main reasons why there are conflicts in the world is the fact that there is lack of understanding, communication, and contact among the different cultures. And she also believed that the ideal starting point to change that reality would be to educate in a different manner the future generations. So she started organizing international summer camps that were called villages and had a lot of kids from different countries. And that's where the acronym CISV comes from, Children International Summer Villages. I participated in my first village in 2003 when I was 11, and the village took place in Luxembourg and lasted for 1 month. So it was a completely new experience for me, in a way because I had never been away from home for so long, and also because when I arrived there, I found myself surrounded by a lot of kids that I didn't know, that were from different countries, different continents. Some of them had completely different cultures from mine. Also, some of them didn't speak a word of English, and I myself didn't speak English very well either. But anyway, throughout that month, I came to communicate, to relate to all of those kids. I made very good friendships, had a lot of fun with them, and also learned about their cultures and taught them about mine. Additionally, the activities that we made during the camp, while some of them were simply fun and meant to have us connect with each other and get along with each other activities had very strong educational components, such as teaching about environmental issues, tolerance, respect, the social gap between poor and rich, and so on. Bottom line, after that month, I can say that I went back home a completely different kid. In the following year, when I was 12, I went to another CISV program called Interchange. And putting it shortly, it consisted of an exchange of families. So there was a group of Portuguese kids and a group of Brazilian kids. And in the first part of the program, the Brazilian came to our homes for 2 weeks, and then we went to their homes in Brazil for another 2 weeks. And during each part of the program, we would either be spending time with our families or with each other, I mean the groups, doing fun or educational activities or just visiting around the countries. And this was a very good experience because it allowed me to know what it was like to live in a different country, integrated in a different family with a different culture. 1 year later, I participated in a youth meeting in Austria that lasted 2 weeks. And this program was different from the village in the sense that the participants, we had to plan some of the activities of the camp. And that allowed us to develop very important skills such as working in teams, brainstorming, being creative, reaching a consensus, or in the end, executing the plan that we had made. When I was 14, I participated in a summer camp in Jordan that lasted for 3 amazing weeks. And in this program, we had to be even more proactive than in the youth meeting because we had to plan most of our activities. And those activities had the educational component even more present. We often had debates about several global problems, or we had to present our ideas to the group. And there were also activities that had very strong teamwork components, such as building trust and cooperation. More than that, the camp was also extremely fun, and the intercultural component was also present. I got to try typical meals from all the countries that were present, to learn about their traditions, their music, also to show them my music. And living in Jordan was very enriching as well because I got to see places like I had never seen before and to have contact with a culture completely different from mine. and I even adopted it temporarily. In the following year, I participated in another youth meeting, this time in Denmark, and this program was only 1 week long. And because it was so short, it was mainly focused on creating bonds among the participants. So it was a very intense experience, and it was very surprising to see how strong connections can be made in only 7 days. When I was 17, I went to Germany for another village, this time as a monitor for children, or more correctly, a JC, a junior counselor. The role of the JCs was to fill in the generation gap between the 11-year-old kids and the adults who were responsible for them. So the JCs were required to be very energetic, fun, and proactive. So in a way, we had to match the energy levels of an 11-year-old to the responsibility of an adult. 1 year later, when I was 18, I participated in a seminar camp in Denmark. The seminar camp is considered by many the best and most intense program in CISV. It basically consists of a camp 3 weeks long with several 17 and 18-year-olds with no one directly responsible for them. And it has a very strong educational component in the sense that every activity must be planned by the participants and must be related to an important global theme, and it must also include a debate about it. Throughout the camp, we discussed several controversial topics such as religion, the Israel-Palestine conflict, homosexuality, abortion, drugs, euthanasia, death penalty, different economic systems, among many others. And all of this among a group of people from different countries, different cultures with very different opinions. So it was very enriching and mind-opening to hear so many different points of view from so many people. And also probably because we were encouraged to be so open about our thoughts and our beliefs, we ended up making very, very strong connections. I can honestly say that I felt more comfortable there with some people that I had known only for weeks than with other people that I have known for years. My last program with CISV was a youth meeting in France in 2011, and it lasted 7 days. So, in a way, it was similar to my youth meeting in Denmark. Because it was short, it was more focused in the relationships among the participants than in other educational contents. So, bottom line, I can say without any doubt that my experience with CISV has contributed immensely to my personal growth and helped me develop very important skills for my professional life. I believe it has made me a better communicator, more capable of interacting with people from different backgrounds, more capable of understanding people in general. It gave me a lot of planning and executing experience, and it helped me develop more educated opinions. So, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in IE.